Esto es Proyecto Misterio. Criaturas gigantes andan por el mundo. Aquí
Theory
está la
proved
prueba que
incorrect.
oculta el gobierno
Scientists said
chino.
that part of the whale was too nutritious to float around the ocean for very long and that it would be eaten almost immediately. They were eventually able to identify the creature as a giant jellyfish called the Deepstaria reticulum. Number 8. The largest gator ever. Imagine being on a nature preserve and seeing this scaly monstrosity walk directly in your path.
This gator had quite the audience yesterday at Circle B Bar Reserve in Polk County. Kim Joyner is sharing this video with us. Thanks, Kim. And you can see the gator slowly walking across the grass.
Esto es
That's
Proyecto
exactly what
Misterio.
happened to the visitors of the Circle B Bar Reserve in Polk County, Florida. Fortunately for them, the alligators seem to be more concerned with finding water than finding food. The largest Florida alligator on record is a little over 14 feet long, but wildlife resource officials believe that the alligator in this video could have been larger. The only problem is that they are too afraid to get an official measurement, and I honestly can't say that I blame them. Number 7. Leviathan hears a giant. A YouTuber named Leviathan is on a hiking trip when he hears strange noises in the distance. Just when he seriously suspects that he's not alone in the woods, a series of large footprints confirms his suspicions. For his safety and has already decided to leave when he hears the same noises again, much closer now than before. The predatory call encourages him to make a quick retreat back to civilization. Leviathan still has no idea what was making this noise or exactly how large it was. Number 6. The slimy find. These gigantic slimy mollusks are hunted in the Philippines for their strange shells, which resemble an elephant's tusk and sell for around $200 a piece. Scientists have been finding their hollowed out shells for years, but only recently did they get their hands on an actual specimen for further study. When they cracked open its shell for a closer look, this is what came slithering out. The 5-foot-long creature flops out of its casing and stinks up the room. It was found in a sulfur-rich mud pool where it had been feasting on putrid bacteria for years. Who knows what else researchers will find at that location.
Misterio.
Number 5. The construction worker discovery. Construction workers in Brazil were performing a demolition job when they came across the flattened remains of a 33-foot anaconda. If you want to get a better feel for how gigantic this snake is, just count how many seconds it takes them to film the reptile's entire body. Not much more information about this story is available, but then again, not much more information is required. This is a gigantic snake that, given the opportunity, would have little problem squeezing your ribs until they cracked and making you its next meal. Number 4. Stalked and eaten. If you ever travel to the Indonesian islands, be on the lookout for these 150-pound human-hunting lizards. The Komodo dragon has a never-ending appetite that allows them to eat up to 120 pounds in a single meal. In other words, they can eat something that's 80% of their own body weight without much of a problem. They will even eat humans if they become desperate enough for food, which is surprisingly often. They have been known to ambush stray tourists on trails and have even gone after entire villages. In 2007, for example, an 8-year-old boy was hunted by a Komodo dragon. He did not survive. Other famous incidents include a Komodo dragon who ate the top of a person's foot while they were visiting the Los Angeles Zoo. Number 3. The Sky Creature. This footage was reportedly taken on a flight somewhere over Zambia. A person is casually recording out their window when a giant humanoid creature starts to materialize in the distance. The creature seems to keep pace and ride alongside them for a moment before disengaging and twisting away. The obvious answer to this is CGI. If it's not CGI, however, then what this creature could be is anyone's guess. Number 2. The Beijing sighting. This footage supposedly comes from the capital of China, where a massive, slow-moving creature makes its way across the polluted city landscape. It's hard to tell how many legs this giant creature has, or what its overall intentions are. It doesn't seem to be that aggressive, but the ground shakes under its gigantic steps, and army helicopters circle above, obviously ready. According to the uploader, this footage was suppressed by the Chinese government, who has a tight grip on all forms of news and social media. This could very likely be CGI, but if it's real, then there is no...
Dale like y comenta.